Southeast governors knock IPOB members abroad, vow to stop further sit-at-home protests in Igbo land. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. Southeast governors and traditional rulers in Nigeria have criticized the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB over the Monday sit-at-home directive that has negatively affected social and economic activities of the region. The governor, who spoke following their meeting with some selected leaders at the government house Enugu on Tuesday, stated that such an order can no longer be sustained, more so when those who issued the order were outside the country. This was as the governors refused to discuss the imprisonment of the IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu, in their 8-point communique punch reports. The chairman of the Governors Forum and governor of Ebonyi State, David Umahi, who read the resolutions of the leader, said the Southeast governors condemned the killings in the region and have agreed to join hands with security agencies to stop the killings. The meeting condemned the sit-at-home orders, which are mostly issued by our people in diaspora, who do not feel the pains. In view of the information that IPOB had cancelled the sit-at-home, the meeting resolved that governors and all people of the Southeast do everything within the law to ensure that there is no further sit-at-home in the Southeast, and that people are allowed to freely move about in the zone. The so-called Southeast governors and leaders have continued to miss the point that the agitations in the Southeast are simply a consequence of Buhari's nepotism, clannishness, tribal governance, and in-your-face lack of respect for other nationalities. Exactly what I've been saying. What are these people agitating for? They're not agitating to be paid. They're not agitating for gold or silver or diamond. What they're agitating for is for fairness and justice. When has this become a crime? Both the Yoruba nation and the Biafra nation, both of them, they have the same thing in common. They have been marginalized and they cannot take it anymore. They cannot. There's a lot of unfairness in this present government. There is nepotism, there is clannishness, there is tribal governance, there is lack of respect for other tribes, there is ethnicism, there is favoritism, there is even religion, bringing in religion. When it is time for allocation of, I beg your pardon, for giving appointments, what do we see? Everything goes to one particular region, to the ruling region. When it is time for allocation of funds, we see also the biased nature of that too. Intimidation is everywhere. Marginalization is everywhere. What is really going on? And you want people to close their mouths. So rather than make empty threats to Igbo youths, this imposed governor should first call Buhari out in strong words about his clear lack of equity leadership before pointing any fingers at the youth. But of course, we know that youths don't butter their bread, so it is profitable for them to cite the source of their daily bread, even if their people are quarry. Exactly. These politicians, they have shown us from a very long time ago that they are not moved by the killings. A lot of them have closed their mouth. This one, they are even coming out to say it's because maybe they were called out. They have been called out by various people. How will you stand your house is burning and you're not seeing anything about it? Finally, because they have been called out, what happens? They are now saying, oh, this is what is going to happen, without looking at the root cause. You want them to stop enforcing sit-at-home. You want them to stop agitating. What really brought about the agitations? Are you not going, agitations, I beg your pardon, are you not going to look at this thing from the root cause? Are you not? The governor of the East is losing money because of sit-at-home. We urge people to go back to your shops and make sure you pay your levy, including all the sit-at-home you people observe, so that the 19.6 billion we are losing every Monday will be replaced. The governor needs this money for upcoming election in our states. Some of us want to go to the Senate too to represent you, to keep the unity of the so-called Nigeria. Be a good citizen by paying up your markers leave at least 3 times a day, so that the governor can buy fuel for our Prado jeeps, where the governor will make sure that all the barrel pushers in the market pay their levy at 3 times a day, because they make money more than people who stay in shops. This is sarcasm. People are tired. People are fed up. People are fed up. When you assume power without votes in a place where votes don't count, when you are created in Abuja and ordained by Supreme Court, you will never understand the concept which says that power belongs to the people. Exactly. No one represents his people goes round with armored vehicles. Even Boris Johnson, your new slave master, goes to the market alone. It is so, I don't really understand how they can stay. I keep saying, how do these people sleep at night? How? With all the killings going on, how do they sleep comfortably? And they wake up and they eat, and they have the strength to say or utter such statements. They like disgracing themselves, what they rightfully know that is not in their prerogative to stop. Have they been involved in the previous successful sit at home? What has been their disposition for these successful orders? Their shame will be much when the next sit at home will be declared. I am not moved by any individual item of the said resolution. It is just a repetition of their incessant display of foolishness. People no longer want to listen to the government. Why? Because the government has failed. They have failed both from the federal to the state to the local government. What is really going on? These guys find it very difficult to learn because of ego. The more you apply force as a solution, the more you polarize it. Exactly what I've been saying. Two wrongs can never make a right. You do not say, okay, because this one committed wrong and because you slapped me, I will kill you. No, it is not right. What is right? Call for an open table discussion. Bring all the regions. All the 6 geopolitical zones should be well represented. And let us let us put our problems behind us and discuss the way forward. How to make sure that whatever that is causing this agitation is dealt with. Whatever, the unfairness, the nepotism, the tribalism, the religion, the lopsided appointments, the marginalization, and the intimidation stops. It is then that we can now say, okay, fine, let's listen to you. But not when you are not listening to us. You're not listening to we the electors, but you in turn want us to listen to you. It doesn't go that way. This is a democratic system of government that we practice. And these people you are talking to, they are not animals. They are human beings that think. They are very rational when it comes to their thought process. They have lost their supremacy over the people since exactly they cannot back any more than a hungry dog. Imagine living to address the root of the problem the South is. What a wasted effect. Exactly what I've been saying. Deal with this from the root cause and watch this agitation quiet down. Both the Yoruba nation and the Biafra nation, it will quiet down. And it will not be for a short period, because if it is for a short period, the agitations will still resume back. That is just it. It has to be done and done with for good. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen again. Till I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.